What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the purple color, playing as Loki. His name is Abysme. We more fondly know of him as Nullus. His partners today in the blue color playing as Odin. His name is Count Von Count, and finally rounding out this team in the yellow color playing as Kronos. His name is Miracle. Together they make the team JSS. Their opponents today in the green color playing as Poseidon. His name is Player, playing as the Sky Blue Zeus. His name is Gold Lion. And finally, rounding out the team in the red color playing as Loki. His name is Squash. And together they make the team F2. And if you're unaware and haven't been following the tournament thus far, we are in the losers semi-finals. The losers semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. That means that if you lose this game, you are out. If you win this game, you get to go on to the losers finals. So that would be top 3. Lose that one, you're out. And then you play the grand finals. So we'll see how things are going to go. The map is Tundra Pools. This is literally the top 4 teams. Well, basically the top 4 teams remaining here. It's been a wild ride to get to this point as we continue to look through here and see what everyone's going to do. We do see thus far in this game that both players, or both teams I should say, have gone to differing Tundra Pools towards the start of this map. Player makes a slight miscalculation here with his dock. Should have put it down to the bottom here. Didn't do it. And that's going to be fine for him. He's gonna have to fix that dock up at some point. He's also going to be finding himself with a slight problem moving forward here with the Kronos player here going to be able to deconstruct this dock as the Oracle is going to be moving over here. And this is going to be so absurdly difficult for player to deal with because he sent his villager all the way back home. We'll see what's going to happen. One thing that you can do on these maps is actually drop, as Kronos, is actually drop a dock down here and then time shift it up to this location and win this water supremely hard. This is a really, really, really strong god for Tundra Pools in team games. We'll see if JSS is going to be aware of that, or if it's just me who knows anything here in these games. As Count Von Count at this point, he's only got a handful of villagers on wood. He's already fished up his wood. Going to be moving off of that one there over onto the gold and everything else, getting his temple up. This would be seemingly pretty standard here. You want to get all of your 6 fishing ship out and then move on. So the best kind of build you could do on these types of maps would be kind of like your, I want to say you could advance at like 4 minutes here with Norse on this type of a map, but maybe 4 minutes and 10, 4 minutes and 20 seconds would be good. As we are seeing Hermes coming through now for player, as players actually gotten away with quite a bit here. There's no deconstruction. It's come down onto this location. He's also going through Hermes, so he's going to have a ceasefire if he needs to drop the dock back down if somehow, some way our Miracle player here finds some difficulties. As he's advancing through Prometheus, a little bit late it would seem, as the temple going to get time shifted up here, as this villager is going to want to drop the dock down in a nice efficient place here, nice efficient dock near these fishing ships. And the big question is really, what is the gold line? What are the pockets going to do? So Nullus, obviously, he's going to be happy being in the pocket. He's playing Loki. He's in the pocket. He's going to be able to be absolutely gigantic in this game, playing as Loki and being aggressive everywhere. The question is, what does Goldwine do? I think there's a lot of options here to do Hoplite Underworlds with this much food. So, or extra fish and all the hunt. So I think that would be a really, really good way to play this one out, as we do see the something's going on here. There's the Prometheus There's the Valor coming in. The house comes through here. That's going to get knocked down. This villager is going to go down. The dock gets deconstructed here as the villager is getting chased away. We do see an immediate trireme coming in onto this position as this dock over here is starting to get harassed. The Katoskopos gets taken down here. Meanwhile, over on this position, we are now starting to see Nullus dropping his longhouses, count on count, dropping his longhouses too. And the double onto Squash is going to begin very, very fast as we see double military academy down for Gold Lion going forward here as the Theseus is getting chased away. The Poseidon Centaur trying to keep itself at bay here. We still haven't seen that cheeky time shift from Miracle onto this location, so he's not going to be able to win this water here. He's still going to continue to put pressure onto this Theseus. It looks like player is going to be completely safe here. He's going to have to start thinking about military buildings fairly soon as we see the counter barracks coming down for Miracle, and everything else is going to start coming through. Person is already in for Squash. He does get forest fired onto this position, making his Herser out as best as he can. I'm not sure if the Herser have spotted the double over here or not, but it doesn't matter because Gold Lion's heading this way himself. So it's going to be a big double on this side. 2v2 on the left side, 1v1 on the right side, and player is already on double stables. He's going to be completely fine here. He hasn't lost any fishing ship or idle time, finishing off this dock over here to make his fishing ship that little bit more efficient, moving his Theseus forward. He's going to be happy. We see a counter barracks up, double counter barracks up here for Miracle, as this seems very, very late at this point, as he sees the Economic Guild getting dropped down a little bit late. We'll see how this is all going to go. No real attempt at making any Murmillo here as the army starting to fight in on this location. Squash being very, very scary here as Nullus has to retreat back. Going to be taking out one of Count's Ulfsark and then doing a cheeky retreat here as the Hoplites are still making their way over. They do move at a decent speed of 4.7 speed here, ladies and gentlemen, but they are very, very slow to get over here thus far. But once they join, there's going to be a restoration. It's going to be very, very tough to deal with as Squash's Herser getting back here as well. We do see on this location, Count's Ulfsark getting chased down as well as the Herser attempting to take out the Valkyrie. Nice micro here from Squash, trying to keep his units alive. He does have his healing spring over here that he can heal himself back up with as the units pulling back. We see the Hoplites now starting to come in onto this location, taking down some houses here. That's going to be max damage as Count Von Count has to retreat away with this army. He's not doing so. He's going to lose all of those units that are there, plus the houses. He's in a very, very tough position. Meanwhile, the raids continuing to come in here as he has to retreat back, and we are now starting to see Miracle looking for something to take out in this game as the Hippocon 4-player are starting to muster, looking for something to take out as Gold Lion going to be retreating back. He's a little bit caught out here as Nullus is coming in with his Hall of Thanes. We see the Herser coming in, and this is exactly what these guys want. He needs to turn around, take this fight, cast Restoration, get his units back up to full HP. The fight is ensuing here. No Restoration has been dropped just yet. There it goes. This is going to be a huge win for F2 if JSS continues to fight this one as Count Von Count decides time to retreat back. The Einherjar are here, however, and that's going to be a really, really big change. Look at all the Einherjar here for Nullus, but is it going to be enough, though, as the Hoplites are just so absurdly strong in these fights? Big bolt there onto one of those Einherjar. The Herser for Squash is still continuing strong in onto this fight as it looks like JSS needs to retreat back. Count Von Count is in pain. Nullus is in pain. I don't know why they chose to take that fight there. They could have retreated. It would have been completely fine. The Restoration would have been down, and that would have been beautiful. Thank you for the...
Voigt didn't win #1 in the tournament, but he will always be #1 in our hearts.
Thanks, Rave Dave. Appreciate you, my friend. As we now started to see Miracle, he is going into the main base of Player. Player's defending this nicely. Effectively, Player is a little bit behind Miracle. Miracle's got himself a second town center already here going forward, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure that they're going to be able to hold over there is all I'm going to say, because look at this. The Hoplites, they are moving out and they are in they have a lot of anger problems here, ladies and gentlemen. 23 hoplites ready to move in and clean this town center up, and look at where Nullus's army is right now. Squash going to simply retreat here as the hoplites come in, and this is going to be a dead town center. This is a beautiful play here from Goldline. He's going to lose 1 or 2 hoplites here. There's a couple of low HP hoplites actually, but it's still going to be a very, very quick fall here from that town center, as we also see medium infantry coming through, the Hersir coming back, the Hersir coming back, and the Ulfsar coming back. But look, these hoplites will just retreat here. They killed the town center. They prevented some sort of early heroic age here from Nullus, and they're just going to move around, try and find some more villages. There's villages over here he can take out. This is going to be really, really strong. Not only that, he can move in and take out this town center here as well, but he does have to be careful because the Hersir are on their tails, as Squash is going to be moving around the map, realizing he needs to get on the same page here. We see the docks over. I love this attack here from Goldline. There is a Bareem, so it will be a little bit of damage, but both these docks will go down. That's going to be a big hit to the economy of Miracle moving forward here, as the other dock goes down, but he is about to get caught out here. He needs to move away from the shore, and he needs, well, effectively he needs to retreat here. But these Hersir are so angry right now after all the damage that they've actually taken here, as the hoplites trying to pick off some citizen on this angle. Meanwhile, over here we are seeing raids coming through onto Goldline's villages as well, so there is return fire happening here, as the Hersir popping up in onto this location with Count Von Count pulling back ever so slightly. The Prometheus pushing in onto this dock, going to be putting everything in to taking this one down here, as he does manage to pick off that dock there. Meanwhile, the hoplites do escape over here, but the villagers have lost a lot of their lives on these locations. 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers there, as Bragi is just about to hit for Squash. Squash is about to be insanely big moving forward in this game. He will have a very, very huge flaming weapons to be used here, as he is sitting happily inside the base of Count Von Count, living rent-free right up in here. He hasn't used his flaming weapons just yet. There it goes, as the units popping out. The Iron here are going to help out an absolute huge amount, as we also see the curse getting dropped by player, as player says, I don't care, I don't need a win, I'm going to help you win on this location. And already Nullus is in a lot of pain over here, so we will be seeing this town center going down. So it's going to be Count Von Count and Nullus on 0 town centers, as they both decide it's time to tap out. Miracle was having a great game here, but F2 on the top side, too smart, too strong. That restoration fight was really it here, ladies and gentlemen. It was actually it. If JSS just retreats here, then you can go about this game a little bit easier. I do feel like Count Von Count needed to get some throwing axemen out here, who's gotten very heavy into the Ulfsar in a matchup which is effectively Hersir and Hoplite driven. Make some throwing axemen plus Ulfsar, and you would have had a little bit of a better fight there, but didn't do that. And I mean, Squash just got left alone after that initial fight, and he just managed to do everything that Squash does, able to carry the game through, as Goldline played the hoplite raids, and he got a 2-second town center absolutely beautifully here. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.